Hi, everybody. It's Professor Gaffney again. This week, I am going to spend our time with the video talking about the group project or the annotated bibliography. There have been a few questions about what exactly we're supposed to do and in what order, so I thought I would try to answer as many of those as possible in the video so everybody can see them at the same time. First of all, once you've been assigned a group, and a lot of you have, so thank you for posting your topics, what you're going to do is get together with your group and figure out how you're going to communicate and when you're going to get the work done. One person in the group will need to volunteer to be the group leader, and that person will be the one ultimately responsible for uploading your file to turn it in. There's going to be one document, one file per group for the annotated bibliography. For the research paper, which comes after the bibliography, those will be done on an entirely individual basis. So there will be no collaboration on the research paper, no working together on the research paper, but the annotated bibliography is all about the group work. So I hope that clears up that question. What you need for the annotated bibliography are 3 professional, academic, or scholarly journal articles. And for that, you want to use the database in the Northlake Library. And when you click the link to the databases at the library, you'll see there are dozens of them. The Academic Search Complete is a pretty good general one to start with, but I wouldn't limit yourself just to that one database because not every database carries the same information. And excuse me, the purpose of those databases is to store and make easily accessible research that's been done by what we call content experts, so professors, professional researchers, etc. And for this project, again, you need each individually to read 3 articles that's related to your research topic. Now, and you'll be summarizing those as well. Now, where the group part comes in is that you are going to be helping each other locate sources, and you're going to be giving each other feedback on your thesis statements as well. So once you have found 3 sources, so say you're in a group of 3, that would mean 9 total different academic articles that are 2009 or newer. You don't want anything older than that because it'll be outdated. Those of you working with technology may find that you need to have newer searches because, as you know, technology advances pretty quickly and things can become obsolete relatively quickly. So anyway, you're going to find your 3 journal articles. What you may decide to do is each member of the group look in a different database or do slightly different searches, slightly different worded searches in the same database. You will have to probably play around with the search terms that you're using to be able to find the results you're looking for. I always recommend that you try to do an advanced search wherever that is possible. I know most of the databases that we have access to through Northlake do have an advanced search option. So then what you're going to do once you've clicked advanced is make sure you're limiting your search to 2009 again, and look for a place to check scholarly, peer-reviewed, or academic. Any of those 3 terms mean the same thing. If you limit your search to academic or scholarly sources and you limit it to 2009, all of your sources that will come up will be usable for this project. At that point, it would be up to you and your group mates to take a closer look at those sources and decide what it is that you're each going to be able to use. So again, you want to collaborate, you want to talk in whatever way you decide works best for your group about what kind of articles you actually need. And then once you've chosen your articles, each person will, as I said, pick 3. Each member will read those 3 and provide what is called an annotated bibliography entry. That involves a complete citation, and you've got some good help in chapter 22 of your textbook. The library databases also do format sources, if you want to take a look at those and find the citation tool, you're welcome to use the citation tools that the library provide, but word of caution, I will be verifying those against what is in Chapter 22 of your textbook as far as grading the formatting of the sources. So we're going to be using MLA, which you probably used when you took Comp 1, MLA format, and it is distinctive from other types of formats by the way the citations look on a page. So for example, you have a hanging indent, meaning first line goes to the left margin, everything else is indented, and any word processing program can do a hanging indent. Word, Google Docs, Mac, whatever program in Mac you're using, you should be always be able to do a hanging indent. So in addition to the citation, you will give a 1 to 200 word summary of the entire article. This should not be a summary of the abstract or summary if there is one, because what you're going to need to do as you read is take a look and decide for yourself how you think you might best use that source, because that's going to be part of your annotation as well. And then you'll have your initials at the end of each of your summaries so that when they're put into one document and uploaded, I can grade each of your efforts individually. There will also be a questionnaire or a survey about group work that you'll do after you've turned the project in. So kind of keep in mind your group experience. So the bibliography is there to get you started locating appropriate sources and also to get you thinking more carefully about a thesis that would work for this project. Remember that because we're focusing on various types of argument, you want your thesis to not be a closed question like a yes/no question or what happened. You want to stay away from those and instead look at things like why, how, to what extent, which was more influential, etc. Those are the kinds of questions that will get you a thesis statement that'll be more productive for this kind of assignment. So right now, since your bibliography is due relatively quickly, if you haven't already started looking in the library databases and communicating with your group, you need to do that immediately, because once you've gotten the bibliography done, then we're going to have just a week or so to write the actual research paper and a few days after that to do the final exam. So there's a bunch of stuff that's coming due. It's getting really to be crunch time for the semester. Remember also that your literary analysis essay is due on Wednesday, so day after tomorrow. I didn't want to give you guys paper writing homework over the weekend. If you want me to take a look at your literary analysis, please put them in that literary analysis folder today so I can take a look at those tomorrow and then give you feedback so that you'll hopefully be able to use it while you're revising for Wednesday's deadline. There are detailed instructions about the annotated bibliography, and there is a sample working bibliography or annotated bibliography entry on eCampus for you to take a look at. If there's anything that's still confusing about it, or if you have other questions, please let me know. I am more than happy to answer those and do another video if people have enough questions about the project. That's about it for now. Have a very enjoyable holiday weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye.